Hello everyone, happy Memorial Day. I'd like to talk a little bit to start out about Nibiru, Elenin, Wormwood, Planet X, Nemesis, Gabriel's Fist. In between now and the dates that we already have looked at, and we think some bad things are going to happen really bad on those days, there's days in between. Nothing is going to stay calm until the day approaches of that. As this object gets closer, things are going to begin to happen. We're now moving into June. So I have already looked over some things. And July the 4th, Independence Day, looks like Mercury is coming into an alignment with the Sun and Elenin. So how that's going to affect Mercury, we're going to have to just keep an eye on that. But obviously this thing affects all the planets in the solar system. And there's other strange little offset alignments that are coming up too, that you can see if you wind it forward, backwards, and stop at certain times. Mars is involved, Venus is involved. We all seem to be involved with this thing. So I think the 6th of July, it looks like that is going to be, to me, pay attention time, at least, even more than now. Because like I said, it's going to get closer and closer, and it's bringing 2005 YU55 along with it. Like we've already stated, it's going to have a partner. Even though this is set just for Elenin, it's got it in here with it, and it's coming too, and that's going to get even closer, but it is smaller. So we shouldn't, I hope no one is waiting until September or October to be preparing everything, because it must be a continual thing leading up until that point. And we will go into August here, and I'll show something else as we come into August. See how it's moving down here, and we have these breaks as if it's turning. Someone commented that was just the way the program was designed to show its travel. I'm not so sure of that, and I'm not disbelieving that, but I'm not totally believing that. I've heard some other things and seen some other work, and I think myself it's making a deliberate course change at each point. So when it makes its course change, to me, on about the 12th, I'm thinking in myself that we're going to see something and start really feeling something as we're heading into September. Intensification, and as you can see on that day, it looks like Venus and the Sun and Mercury are all in line as this moves into this course change down through here. And so August does not look like it's going to be calm as we move into what we move into. And you can see we get into other things like the 18th, when Venus and the Sun and Mercury and Earth are all in line. And this thing here is still right around the area of where it's getting in Venus's business now. It's crossing its orbital path. It's interfering in a place that it shouldn't be on its way to interfering with everyone and us. And right around in here we have this weird alignment, and it's interfering with Venus now and over here. And we already know that when we go up to the 11th is closest it's going to be to the sun, and so we're definitely going to feel something that day. Hopefully the solar flares will miss us, but there's probably a likely chance that that's not going to work. And then we go into full mode here of alignment, and that's what I mean is, as you know it's coming up, you be ready and be getting prepared, because it looks like to me about the 23rd and 24th we're coming into it, and the 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. So the 26th, 27th, 28th look pretty good. I'd say the 25th, 26th, and 27th maybe even look even better. But I'm thinking this is probably going to be the 3 days of darkness. It's, you know, I'm leaning towards that. And also we have the Feast of Trumpets happening in September also, and we have the world vote on Palestinian statehood, when the whole world could possibly go against Israel and say, no, you must give that land up to them, and that would be a large statement, believe me. So that leads me to another point I'm making, which is intensification as we progress. And this is showing that a swath of usual 2s out in California is still pulsating. However, this is not normal. Earthquakes, to me, of 1 or less is normal. Anything over 1, I don't want it. And this is a 3 on the 30th out here off the coast. And there's your 2.2 in Washington. And we're not going to forget that Arkansas has suffered small ones. And here's Tennessee on the 30th with a 2.1. I'm trying to show that if you follow all these faults, you know, and here's Alaska, and they're getting down there in the 2s. They seem to be all over the board. They actually suffered some 5s here not long ago. But you just follow the board all the way around. And Japan right here, they looked like decreased, but it's just a lull at the moment. It's nothing going away, because where they're getting a decrease here, they're getting an uptick here. And you know, they've been down this road before, and 5.9 on the 29th for Indonesia, 5.0 on the 27th, 5.5 on the 28th, 5.1 on the 28th, 5.5 on the 28th, 5.3 on the 29th in the Banda Sea, 5.4 in Papua New Guinea, swirl around here, 5.5 Kermadec Islands region, 4.4 in the Fiji region, 5.1 in New Caledonia, 5.2 Tonga, and 4.6 on the 28th in New Zealand. So what I want to say is, you see, this is the activity in the last week, and this is right where I was showing. It was all over here, and this is just in a week. And you just follow the line, follow the groove, the shelf, the plate, the fault, and you can see it's going on everywhere. You know, some places smaller, some places bigger, but this place right here seems to be throbbing a little more now. So we all need to be on guard and watch for our safety, and pray for everyone in the regions all over the world that they can escape harm if it be possible. So when we think what's coming, we just can't doubt it. Our hands are not tied, to a degree, to prepare. You can store some water and some food, and you can get right with God. Those are your key elements. Any other survival things that could help you, pack them away, get them ready. But please be on guard. There are many things happening all over the world, politically, supernaturally, cosmically, monetarily, and there's some big time stuff getting ready to happen, and we all need to just do the best that we can, and the best that we can is doing everything that we can. It never hurts anybody to be prepared, but it always hurts someone to not be prepared. And if you don't get any water or any food or anything, and you're not prepared in those ways, at least prepare your soul in case you expire and you're not here anymore. That way you can be saved and you will not have to suffer further. But this proves it, if you just go and look, that it has never calmed down. And this is just 1 week's worth. So, everyone in the flooded areas in New Madrid, I'm praying for all you. Everyone in the tornado areas, I'm praying for you. We can get through this if we all stick together. I'm about ready to run out of time, but I hope all of you can try and be safe from here on out, because it looks like coming up here in a while the ride's going to get a little bumpier. So until I speak to you again, God bless you and keep you safe.